Hi there, my name is Amin. I'm the CEO of a children's publishing business. Today I'm reviewing Drip eCommerce CRM, and I give it a 5 out of 5. Prior to deciding to pick Drip, we actually had MailChimp. And outside of MailChimp, we actually looked into another e-commerce platform called ActiveCampaign. I picked Drip for a couple of reasons. The first one is because of their automation system. Now, we run a very small team, and so what that means is our marketing has to be extraordinarily efficient. With Drip, we have the ability to create automations within our marketing system, and Drip now serves as the backbone that allows us to do all of these automations in a really easy way. The second key part had to do with integrations. We're not only using Drip to do our emails, we're also using Drip to, for example, do our Facebook ads. So we actually have Drip integrated with Facebook to say, well, hold on, who are we advertising to? And that was something that the other providers weren't able to offer. And number three is a dedication towards innovation. So today, when I look at MailChimp and I look at ActiveCampaign, I see that they also offer some of the features that Drip also offers. But because Drip is kind of a cut above with respect to innovation, I find that they're always on the cutting edge and on the forefront of new innovations and new capabilities within the software. And so it's for those reasons that I decided to pick Drip. Integrating Drip into the business was pretty simple. For starters, you put in your email address, and after putting in your email address, you put in information about your business. Now, of course, every company is a little bit different. We were moving from MailChimp over to Drip. So the first part was actually migrating all of our people, all of our subscribers from MailChimp over to Drip. Now, it was a pretty easy process. Basically, we just had to export our list and import it into Drip. They make it pretty simple. Now, one thing to be aware of is that when you are moving a lot of people from one provider over to another, there's some legal elements. So we did have to have a conversation with Drip around, hey, how did we find these people? And are they actually our leads, or did we scrape them off the internet or something like that? That process was pretty easy, and we got the job done. Now, there is a second element to be aware of. We have some automations that we had in MailChimp. So, for example, when someone joins our email list, we send them a system of emails. Now, we had to basically reprogram those into Drip. It wasn't just like a hey, drag and drop kind of a thing. We actually had to redo those manually. That took a little bit of time, but it was time that was well spent. The last thing I'll say with respect to onboarding and integration, Drip actually does a really good job with respect to education. So if you are someone who is relatively new to email automation or marketing automation, Drip has just a wealth of resources. Everything from a campaign wizard when you're creating a campaign to kind of show you the ropes of how you could do it. They also have a repository of some of like their highest performing automation. So if you're thinking, hey, how might I want to use this for my business? They actually have a set of pre-existing campaigns that you can just actually activate, and they'll set up that entire template for you in your account. So did it take a little bit of work? Yeah, it did. But Drip definitely did make it easy. And for someone who's relatively new with respect to email automation, I think that Drip is really powerful, and they definitely are there to hold your hands to allow you to make the best use of their software. The decision to pick Drip is, for me, pretty thoughtless. And when I say thoughtless, I mean I think everyone should do it. I want to give a little bit of context on why I say that. We run a team, we have a team of about 10 employees, and we serve almost 10,000 customers. It's quite a few. And so what that means is that our marketing systems have to be really tight and they have to be really efficient. And because of Drip, we've been able to create a system of automations to say, well, if a customer does this, then do this. And if a customer does this, then do this. If a customer purchases and they purchase this product, then send them this email. And that, for us, is extraordinary. And I imagine for you, that would probably also be extraordinary. So for me, the decision to pick Drip, it's kind of like a no-brainer, and I think every person who's doing anything online with respect to e-commerce really should consider it. The only thing that I would recommend people think about before deciding to pick Drip is the price. Now, it is, in my estimation, pretty affordable, but as time progresses, like today we have, 150,000 people on our email list, it starts to get expensive and they charge you based on the number of people on your email list. And so that's something to be aware of because it is a long term kind of expense. And not only that, once you start using Drip, it's really tough to move away. So now that we've invested so much into this platform and we've created all these automations, you better believe we're not going to be able to move. It'll be really difficult for us to do that because we'd have to recreate everything from scratch. So I think it's a no brainer. I think everyone should do it. But you just have to be mindful that this is a long term investment that you're making. And once you make this commitment, it's kind of like a marriage. If you decide to divorce, it'd probably be pretty ugly. And you don't want to, you just be aware of that.